Hello everyone and welcome to our Fun Friday broadcast. My name's Laura and today's theme is pumpkins. We've got 3 craft projects for you to do at home. We've got a special visitor from our Access program and we've got a couple fun pumpkin poems for you. So let's get started. We have a special guest here with us today. This is Kathy. She is one of our best Access students, and she's here today to share her pumpkins with us. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
So, Kathy, tell us a little bit about your pumpkins here.
I drew that pumpkin with some markers, and I wanted to do that, and I'm doing other things in the book too. I painted that over at Partnership Resources in south northeast.
And is that a pumpkin cat?
Yeah, a pumpkin cat.
Love it.
I made that orange one just to pretend it's a beard and a thing, hair hanging back, and then I did that like a pumpkin. I just put eyes and something.
It looks kind of like a puppy dog pumpkin.
Yeah. The other one is a puppy dog.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I really like it. They're fun and they make you feel happy, huh?
Yeah.
Kathy, we are so thankful that you let us come and see your pumpkins today and for you to share your wisdom and your art with us. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And now on to crafts. Our first craft project is a washi tape pumpkin. Here are all the supplies you'll need. You'll need ribbon, a pumpkin, washi tape, and a pair of scissors. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is take our pumpkin and kind of look at the pumpkin and think about how we want to decorate it. Now, out of my washi tape, I picked out a bunch of different colors, thinking about which ones might look nice together. I think I'm going to go with the purple and blue, and then a thin aqua, kind of a teal color. And the first thing I'm going to do is take the thicker washi tape, and you can use any washi tape, any color you want. It's really up to you. And the first thing I'm going to do is I've decided to make stripes going down in sections on my pumpkin. You can go across round, you can cut pieces and make a check, whatever you'd like. But this time I'm going to take this purple and blue. I'm going to start at the top near the stem, and I'm just going to bring it around all the way to the bottom here. You can kind of just tear it, or you can use your scissors if you feel more comfortable. And then you want to take your finger and really burnish it down. Use the back of your nail. Okay, now I'm going to go the other side and do a stripe down the other side, just like I did the first one. I'm going to go all the way down. And then I'll burnish it. Now I've decided that I want to go right in between each section. It's not too hard. You just need to make sure you get that tape on there good. I love this purple and blue. You know, blue and orange are opposite colors on the color wheel, and yellow and purple are opposites on the color wheel. And we have blue and purple here, and we have yellow and orange here. So I think that's why these colors are standing out so nicely. Now the next one is, I'm going to take this thinner kind of aqua blue, because I think that kind of goes nice together. And I'm going to go in between each section with this, going all the way to the back. We'll do this one. Make sure we get it all the way up it. These pumpkins make such a nice decoration for tables or even on your stoop outside your front door. If you make a autumn arrangement or something for Halloween, these are kind of nice to put out there. So I'm just putting in the aqua between each section. And I'm going to make sure I really get that burnished down. Now, isn't that fun? Kind of fun. Now I could come in with another color and go down or around, but as you can see, you need to pick a color that will show up, and this yellow and red kind of gets lost in the orange. So now, once you get all the washi tape on like you like, right, then you're going to take your ribbon. Now I chose a ribbon that is orange with sparkles on it because I thought of any pumpkin I did, the orange is going to match the pumpkin. So that's why I picked this one. So now we're going to put a bow on it. Now first thing you're going to do is just tie it to the stem. Just like that. You want to make sure these are pretty even, but they don't have to be perfect because we're going to cut them once we get this on. So now I'm going to show you my little trick to making a perfect bow. So you take a loop on one side, and then you take another loop. 2 loops. And then we just bring these loop around, just like you're tying your shoes. And then you pull it tight. Pull it tight. Now this ribbon has wire in the edges, so it's fun. You can make it into different shapes. So I can take the side of the ribbon, bow, and I can kind of prop it up. And then I can kind of even it out by pulling the tails. And by doing those 2 ear and pulling it through, you get a perfect bow. And then I sometimes like to take it and kind of make a wave out of the tail. Makes it look fun. And then you just cut off your ends. I usually cut at a diagonal. And there you go. There is your washi tape pumpkin. Our next project is a mason jar pumpkin. Here are the supplies you will need. A 12-ounce mason jar with band and lid, green construction paper, half of a cork, glue, scissors, orange acrylic paint, and green acrylic paint. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint our jar orange with acrylic paint. We're going to paint the entire jar all the way up to the rim. While we're letting that dry, we're going to paint our lid and our band with green acrylic paint. Now the jar and the lid and the band will both need 2 coats. So there's a little wait time waiting for this to dry and for this to dry. Now, if you want, you can paint it a 3rd time if that's your preference. Now, after we're done with that, we're going to make our leaves and our curly vines out of green construction paper or green scrapbooking paper. Now I have some scrapbooking paper here. What I like to do is I like to cut a strip, and then I like to cut a couple squares. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a random size, because what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half so that we have a crisp fold right along the edge. Now you can draw out a leaf if you want. I like to just go for it because all leaves are different shapes and sizes. You can never go wrong. Now when I make the leaf shape, I try to make a little tail at the end. So when you're cutting it, you have a little tail right there. See that? And that's going to tuck underneath the cork, which is the stem for the pumpkin. So I'm going to make another one, maybe a little bit smaller. Who knows? We'll see what I get. Cut that out. Now, you can make as many leaves as you want to go on top of your pumpkin, but I usually don't go more than 4, but it's totally up to you. So I've got some extra leaves here for my next pumpkin. Now, the next thing you do is you want to take and cut a thin strip of paper. Almost looks like a flattened straw. So you're going to cut a long strip. Now, this is the part you have to be really careful with. So we're going to curl it just like you would do curling ribbon for a package. So you put your thumb kind of next to the scissor, and if this is kind of scary, you can have a friend help you with this. And we're going to lightly pull it along. So we're kind of curling. See how it's starting to curl? So we're going to do one more, but just be careful because you don't want to rip your paper. And we'll do another one. And so now we've got it. So it's curling. And because it's long and thin, it almost makes a little tail like we did with the leaves to tuck underneath the cork stem. So when I come to the cork stem, I'm going to take these leaves off so you can so I can show you how I did it. Now I used a glue dot to glue my cork on, but you can use any other type of glue. It's fine. Just make sure you kind of keep it in the middle so you have a little edge around it. But if you don't, that's okay. You can always glue these in as well. So now I'm just going to tuck in my leaves. And because we did it on the fold, the leaves kind of make a 3D look. So I'm just going to tuck them in. See where I think I like them. And sometimes you can do it right behind the other one. Because sometimes leaves do that. They kind of hide behind each other. And I'll do this one here. I got 4 on this one. Now for my curly vine, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to tuck it under. You can glue it or you can tuck it into the glue dot. And then I'm going to put this one in. And just kind of play with it. See how you like it. And there we go. That is our mason jar pumpkin. Now what's nice about this pumpkin is you can screw off the lid and fill it with some candy corn and give it to a friend for a happy Halloween or also for an early Thanksgiving present.
Down to the pumpkin patch we go, and an old hay wagon going to and fro. I'm searching for just the right one. Picking my pumpkin sure will be fun. Short and round and big and small. I see so many, I think I'll pick them all.
Joining me, and we'll see you next week.